Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wine and Whispers. I am Sans Lunette. I am Sans Glasses. I was like, you're without a unit? And I was like, what? Lunette. Lunette. Lu. Because you know everything in French has an R in it. Net. What's that?
Glasses.
What'd you say? What's the second thing you said?
Same thing. I just said it in English.
Oh, you just said sans glasses.
Yeah. With the French accent.
Yo, I for sure thought she said something else. Yes, girl.
I gotta go on, Nikita. It came in my mind. I was thinking about it, right? So let me set the stage up for you guys.
Set the mood, yes.
We went to go and grab. I don't think you even paid attention. Went to go grab something. So Nikita and I, we eat a lot. We discover food.
Wait a minute. I feel like, can you change the way you just said that?
We discover great meals a lot. Different foods, right? Yes. So we had ordered food in advance. And when
we do. We're not going to be hungry.
Yeah. And when we went to go pick up the food, it's somewhere where we frequent. And I was like, ooh, handsome.
Oh,
he's handsome.
Hey, handsome.
Which got me to the thinking.
Yeah, to the thinking. We do that. To the thinking.
That even though,
gotta put a ring on it.
I'm not dead. I still got,
eyes that work. I'm just saying, eyes that work.
So it had me thinking, like, this is something that should be a little more normalized, right? Just because we're married doesn't mean our eyes stop working.
Is that not normal?
For a lot of people. But you know what we're going to do? Sorry, I jumped ahead because I was excited. We are going to uncork and unwind.
Uncork and unwind. All right, we're ready.
So yeah, I find that I've in conversations, because I got many conversations with a lot of my clients. I hold their hands, and a myriad of conversations
I
come
hold their hands.
I do. I hold their hands.
You do.
And hour and a half is to 2 to 3 hours, depending on the person, right? A lot of conversation happens, and sometimes I have people hands and feet, so we there for a while, honey. And you can tell sometimes based on conversation, or even in just general conversation, it doesn't even have to be my clients, that sometimes some people feel a little bit, and I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but I'm going to use it in the interim, prudish. That if they look at another man, it's borderline like disrespect or on the verge of crossing a line that could feel more like.
But they look. So,
go ahead.
All
I'm
right.
ready for your opinion because I said a lot.
So, my thing is that I don't have a number. I don't have a statistic. But I feel like 9 out of 10 men look at porn.
I think so too.
Okay.
And it's okay for them.
Right.
Like we give them a pass. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you look at porn, whatever. Or they don't look at porn. Maybe they look at wrestling. They look at the music videos. They look at something that's on television that's readily accessible, or their computers, Instagram,
OnlyFans, Feet Finder.
OnlyFans, that is readily accessible to them. And they could be married, in a relationship, whatever it could be. But they're looking at these other women, and their libido is intrigued.
Like, ooh.
Right. But then at the end of the day, they'll still go home, or they'll turn off their electronics, and they'll turn to their significant other and be very much attracted to them.
Right.
And it's not like they tell us that, oh, hey, baby, yeah, I just wanked off to some porn today, but I'm going to come and dick you down.
No.
They just do it. Okay. So, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I don't want to lose your thought because we know how that works.
I already think I did.
Oh, God.
Because I was like, ooh, what she got to say?
So I'm just saying, like, just because you're married, and I'm
or
not
dating someone,
or just because you're in a relationship.
Yes, I
should say that. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you can't still find other people attractive, and finding someone attractive is different than acting on the instinct to say, hey, let me give you my number.
Right.
Or let's go on a date, knowing that you have a whole relationship in the back.
Right.
Right there.
Because I guarantee it happened to me the other day. Hey, Ma, how you doing? I'm good. Can I get your? No, I'm married. But thank you. But thank you. And I'm sure he probably has somebody because that's how some people be. Shade, I know.
Yeah, there's some people who just don't care and they cross that line.
Right, shade.
We're not talking about those people.
But it's a very much see, don't touch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, in some instances, it's more than that, right? So I can also give an example of I forgot what. Oh, my husband was showing me something. And I've been with him long enough where I'm like, I can be like, oh, she's really pretty. Oh, she got a nice body. He was showing me something, and I think he was trying to show it to me in a way that like it was supposed to be like a meme where it was funny. But she had something on, and her butt looked so nice. Like it was like a beautiful, perfect apple bottom, and it didn't look fake. It didn't look BBL. It didn't look photoshopped or whatever AI. And I stopped. He was scrolling. I stopped. And I was like, whoa, she got a nice booty. He was like, yeah, right? I was like, not you agreeing.
Absolutely.
I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad because
nope.
I pointed it out, like it is what it is. But how comfortable are women really in relationships that they can do this with their partner?
Comfortable.
Not everyone. You and I are maybe, right?
Because it's quick.
But then you have some women, they feel as if like it's an intrusion of respect. And I just want to know what got you to the space where you feel like complimenting another male or female, regardless of what your gender is, right?
Right.
And just appreciating the person for whatever features or beauty that they have.
Because they worked hard on it.
Did they?
I don't know. But sometimes they do. So, like, I've definitely, I just feel like my bra is cupping weird. Okay, so I feel that I've definitely had a conversation with Ibrahim, right? And maybe it was a male. I feel like it was a male.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, oh, he has a nice form. But Ibrahim's but he's also into like bodybuilding and working out and staying fit and all those things that I just could give two shits about sometimes. Yes, I want to be healthy looking. I just want to go to the gym. But whatever. So I feel like he said that very comfortably, and I said, oh yeah, he's an attractive human. That should be the end of the conversation.
Right.
Done. But it's the same thing where we can be at the gym where we have been, and we noticed a girl, and she was dressed provocatively. Both Ibrahim and I paused our workouts because we were at the squat rack. We paused. We looked. We looked back at each other. And he was like, oh, you peeped it? I said, yeah, I peeped it. It's nice. But yeah, it's on display. He was like, yup. And then we went back to our squats. Like, done and dusted. Beautiful. Didn't matter. I feel that I think it's a few factors here, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
How comfortable are you in your relationship plays a factor.
That too.
How comfortable are you in your own skin plays the bigger factor.
Right.
Honestly.
That would be like the first factor.
Right.
The major factor.
Exactly. And then I also feel how you were raised plays a factor. And I say that because I was raised West Indian, right? So I was definitely around a West Indian family in that sense. And while I was growing up, until like I hit 7 or 8 or so, every summer we had a backyard party every weekend, which means that all shapes and sizes were at my house.
Right.
And all shapes and sizes were then winding up on each other. And it didn't matter who was who. Auntie wasn't necessarily with uncle. And
they just they're having fun.
Exactly. So it was a whole thing. So in my eyes, it never mattered what the body shape was necessarily, as long as you were having a good time.
Fair enough.
So then
I grew up similarly.
So then I also put into perspective of how it kind of flipped for me as I got older, and those things changed. And I feel like my mom's mentality changed a little bit. She wasn't the fet side. My father was the fet side. And so then as I got older, no, you must cover your behind. No, you must wear certain things. No, you can't interact with women this way, or you can't interact with men this way.
Right.
So then I already know that a switch happened where I then perceived myself differently because I had to hide body parts.
Yeah.
So then I looked at other women and was like,
ooh. What are they doing? Why are they so vulgar?
Right. So then I feel like how you were raised plays a factor as well.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
No, I mean I'm not gonna argue with you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Only because I grew up similarly and completely wholeheartedly understand. And I knew for them when that switch takes I knew when they took that when that switch took place, it was more so about protecting you as a child so that this way you don't come off looking like you're fast. Or you're inviting unwanted look, stares, or ideas.
Right.
You said that is finished?
Yes.
Oh. I saw how you saw how she looked at it, right? She looked at it like, damn, that's all I got left? A swig?
Yo, stop staring at me so hard. Because I was sad. I was like, well, damn.
That's why I haven't touched mine, y'all.
Oh!
Don't waste it.
See, karma. Because you was making fun of me.
Definitely karma.
Instant karma sometimes is the best karma, y'all.
It is. I don't need it, but just in case. Do you need it?
I don't.
Okay. All right. So I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
Do you think that it's realistic to expect your partner to never notice another attractive person?
No. So I think it's realistic for Ibrahim to never notice another attractive woman.
Right.
To never notice another attractive woman. The answer is hell no.
Okay.
To be honest, do you expect Dre?
No, absolutely
not. No.
But and I guess that's his way of trying to be respectful. But I also call him out because he'd be like, "I didn't see anything."
Just say it,
sir.
Like you make it worse when you lie.
Absolutely.
Because if you noticed it, I probably noticed it.
And if I noticed it, I know you noticed it.
Yo, facts. So just say it. It don't matter. We don't care.
Because I know who you're coming home to. I know who you're standing next to in the moment.
Right.
Eyes wander. You're human. You've got blood pumping through you.
Exactly. But you're not going anywhere. You're not asking for nobody's number.
Right. So
that's
which leads me to my next question. What's the difference between noticing someone and desiring them? I think it's the act.
It's the act.
It's crossing that line of saying, "Oh, look, I'm lighting up." It's crossing that line. It was going red. Of being like, "Oh, okay, you know what? She's pretty. She's handsome, cute. Whatever." It's another thing where if you know I'm sitting right here and you say you're going to the bathroom and then you're like, "Hey, here's my number," and then you actually initiate something more than just looking and admiring from afar.
That's the problem. I don't care if you look. I don't. It's if you then really just go and sidle up to them and be like, "Hey, mama, who you talking to?"
Did you say saddle or sidle?
Sidle.
Okay.
I can't saddle. We're not saddling anybody.
I was just, hey.
No one is nobody's saddle. Well, I guess we're technically saddles. But we're saddled to one person?
Yes. We're like penguins.
We're like penguins. Or otters.
Otters are like this are like that too?
They are. They mate for life.
I'm gonna throw a little statistic out there for y'all. Okay?
I love a good stat.
So, according to Men's Health magazine.
Okay, Men's Health, yes.
Right? I like that.
Kevin Hart was on the cover of Men's Health once.
70% of committed women in relationships
70%.
report having a crush on someone else even when they love and care for their partner. But there's no infidelity involved.
Yeah, I got a huge crush on Idris Elba. Wait a minute. So, like, hey, Idris. How you doing?
I don't know. My mind didn't go to celebrity crush. My mind went to, like, a local crush.
Do I have a local crush?
Like, someone like you see on a daily basis, like work or... whatever your setting of environment is, you know, that's where my mind went.
Would the frequent person that we see at our spot be a crush? Is that considered a crush?
I mean, because a crush is like a crush. Like if your husband left you, you'd be like, yeah, and they came to and approached you, you'd be like, yeah, I go on a date with them.
I'm not dating nobody after my husband.
I don't plan to either. Let's get to Billy. Pin it.
So no. I don't got no crushes. I have
celebrity.
Sure.
Excuse me.
But I don't want to date no celebrity either.
I don't want to put that kind of limelight.
Right. My life is private the way that I lead my life to be private. I don't need paparazzi following me nowhere.
Paparazzi. Sorry. Lady Gaga in my head.
Why was I thinking that was Fergie?
Mm-mm.
Because I was thinking GAAMOROUS said first class. So, do you have a crush? I admire people.
Not a local crush. I'm trying to think of all the places I go.
No,
I'm really in the salon now.
But even when
there was someone at work. Oh, so let me say this. Okay.
You had a 9 to 5.
At a 9 to 5.
At your recent 9 to 5?
The last corporate job I had.
Yeah, your recent 9 to 5.
He had this way about him that all the women said, they was like, is it me? They was like, is it me? Is it me? And then you realize that's just his persona.
He's a flirt.
He's a flirt. But he had a very good persona where he made you feel as if like you and him were the only people in the room kind of persona. And it wasn't like in a creepy way because he was mad cool, mad chill, mad down to earth.
Okay.
But there was just like a little, he had swag. You know what I mean?
Okay, swag.
He had swag.
Delicious.
And I typically don't like people who got a lisp, and he had a lisp.
You think Chris Brown is handsome? You think he's cute?
Yes.
He has a lisp. All right.
No, I refuse to believe that. I've not caught it.
I'm going to put the clip of where he says attention right here from that song. Excuse me, miss. I see you from across the room.
And I gotta admit that you got my attention.
Attention. I can't even do it.
He's older now. I'm pretty sure he's got that fixed a
So
little
now
bit.
he had a speech pathologist and he worked on it. But when he first came out, he had a list. Did you see Trey Songz went bald? Oh, God, I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, sorry.
What?
Trey Songz did a reveal, and I don't know if it's AI. I don't think it is. But he was on a concert. He had his do-rag on as per usual. He took it off, and he was bald.
Put the do-rag back on?
He needs to. No offense, but I don't even know if Trey Songz is like a cutie person that I would date to begin with.
Well,
He can
not
sing
after
to
all
me.
the allegations that were against him. I don't know if I can look at him like that in the same way anymore.
So I think that when I look at people, I don't think about their past, right?
I try not to.
So if I'm me just looking at him, I don't know if he was my cup of tea, but he ended up being my cup of tea because he could sing.
Swag.
Just because he could sing.
Swag.
So I don't think he would do
Swag.
anything for me. So I definitely dated somebody just because they could sing. Oh, he was okay looking, but he could sing. When I tell you he could sing, oh. Did he take it down? I don't know. I don't remember. But he could sing. He could just sing to me any day of the week.
Perfect example. So like the guy that I sent you earlier today I sent you, and I was like, that was very disappointing.
Yes.
So okay, so there's this guy. There's this guy, right? And very like doesn't talk at all. He has,
Wait, stop. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing it for real.
Start over. Oh wait, you need a cup. Usually has a cup of coffee or tea or whatever's in it. It's hot. He stretches out. Has no top on. Only pajama pants. So you can see the outlining of everything.
Good morning, beautiful. I hope you have a great day today.
And he goes about his way. Or he'll say good evening instead of good morning. But that's literally what it is. He's just in the woodsy background, whether
Half naked, pajama pants,
right?
Snoopy, Jack Skellington, something,
right? And the pajama shows the outline of his stuff. So this morning, he's not even outside. This is weird. He wasn't even outside. He was inside.
He was in a house.
He was in a house.
Disrespectful.
And he proceeded to try to, I guess, dance to a song, which was a very seductive song. And he was trying to be seductive, but he couldn't roll his hips.
He
He couldn't roll his hips. And it was very disappointing because all that imagery of all that goodness, and he couldn't roll his hips. And it's like, what am I left to? I have no imagination left anymore because I've already known that the imagination is not going to be worth it to blow my back out. I said it.
Okay. So,
again, not acting on it, but just having the imagery of it in your head. And I'm pretty sure men do that all the time, especially when they're watching all them titties bounce around, like you said, on WWE and all that other stuff.
Absolutely. They be watching the titties bounce. And if you tell me you don't watch the titties bounce,
lies. I watch WWE with my husband, so I know exactly where you're getting at.
I've seen a few episodes or so.
Yeah. I don't watch it to enjoy it. I just,
So it is a telenovela. I will say that. It's hysterical.
So fake.
I don't got the energy for it. So in my mind, while maybe he cannot give you a circular motion,
excuse me,
I feel like maybe he could thrust enough to blow your back out. That's just my thoughts. I feel like it wouldn't be. I feel like you would get to where you need to be, but it wouldn't be.
I need you to have rhythm in your hips.
It's not going to be a 30-minute session. It's going to be a 5 to 10 one done. But your back will get blown.
What was it? What did Jill Scott say in the song? Don't play, right? If you watch the Soundtrack to Life.
All I remember is yams.
No. Oh, yeah. So if you watch Soundtrack to Life, she says, "You ain't no jackhammer, and I'm not no concrete."
So that's what it is.
And I think that's exactly what would happen. And it's like, that's not what I'm wanting from all of that tall glass of water. That's not what I want from a tall glass of water.
I want some hot chocolate. Yeah, no, you're not getting that. You are not getting that.
So aggy.
You are not getting that from that tall glass of water. So does that mean you don't want to follow the tall glass of water no more? You don't want to see his
No, I was still, but I just know that I'm, the imagery of what could be.
So
my
on another note, maybe he can eat you out real good, and that's all you need from him. Okay, listen, I was just trying.
I'm selfish. I want both.
I want both too, so I understand. But
I mean, like,
I was just trying to help you. He's not King Ravager. Ooh.
See, and that's the image of King Ravager that I would expect, right? Like,
ooh. King Ravager is supposedly like 6'5" or something
in height and built very well
with spikes
and thorns.
And no thorns,
not thorns. Yeah,
spikes.
No,
and
Rip has spikes.
Oh,
King Ravager has the thorny tree thing.
King Ravager has the veins.
Yes.
Oh, and then Commander has.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
You don't know.
Get to know. That's what I gotta say.
Willis, the series. She's done with this series. I'm on book 3, so I'm halfway through.
So that's a great.
It's a 6-book series. So I'm halfway through.
Okay, so
side note, which leads me to believe the people of Fourth Kingdom, they're black.
Oh, I believe that.
Because the way she describes them, they all have brown or ebony skin.
Yes.
So that means King Ravager, even though it's being read by...
He's not.
Oh, because he is 7th Kingdom. Never mind.
He's not 7th Kingdom, but...
He's Fae, which is from 7th Kingdom. He's the last of them.
He's not 7th Kingdom. Okay. But...
Okay,
yes.
all right. So I have to read more.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, he's not. He is pale.
He's pale?
He is pale.
I don't remember that description.
I'm so sorry. He's pale.
Because Lou was ebony skin.
Lou is ebony skin.
Okay.
Which also means that it'll come to me later. Anyway.
It's okay. We digress.
But wait, no, I want to bring it back to this topic.
Oh, okay.
So thinking about that,
mm-hmm.
You know how men watch porn, WWE?
This is our variation.
Is this ours?
I think so. I really do think so. Because I don't think men realize that women are like, you think they're listening. Maybe
they know.
Some of them are listening to true crime podcasts.
I do too.
Right? But then the other of us who are listening to these
hulking men,
hot and heavy books, we're just living our life out here because guess what? We are playing the image in our heads. And
Absolutely.
So sometimes, it's great. Like when 50 Shades was like a big thing, right?
When that was considered smut, yes.
I could not think of anyone else other than Jax from Sons of Anarchy to play him.
Me too.
And they didn't let him even become, was it Hemming?
I don't know, but I didn't like who it was. I loved me some Jax.
Jax would have played the hell out of that role. Okay?
He was so handsome.
Oh.
When I tell you, I used to have pictures of him as my screensaver on my phone.
Girl.
Whew. It was just his shoulders for me. His back. There's a scene, not a scene. There's a picture of him, and I feel like his back is to us.
Charlie Hunnam.
Yep. And I'm just like, oh, yes, boo.
He would see him in this picture right here. Perfect. He would have been perfect for the guy to play.
He would have. Make sure you take that picture so we can show the good people. Take a screenshot.
Share. To Nikita.
You could have just showed me the screenshot of all 6 of them pictures. All 6 of them faces look good.
Yes. Okay. So, do you think that attraction outside of a marriage is a reflection that there's a problem in the relationship or just a normal part of being a human being?
It's a normal part of being human. So I feel like I was reading somewhere, or we've talked about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That as a human, we need a certain amount of things to survive: sex, safety, food, water, whatever. I feel like I'm missing something. So there's those things we need to survive, right? There's a variety of food options that we can have to survive. There's a variety of safety options that we consider that make us thrive and survive.
Right.
While water is water, how do we not? We always vary our water: sparkling water, water with lemon, water with lime. We add variety to it.
Mm-hmm.
So as a human, I feel like the construct of marriage goes against the norm of everything else in the sense that there's a variety to food, water, safety. But for marriage, we always say, well, there's only one. Right?
Correct.
So I think that as a human, I have no problem tying myself to another human who I believe can give me all of those things for the rest of my life. And I will feel comfortable with it. But I'm still human. I'm still going to look, because while the person that I've married gives me all the things, safety, emotional, physical, all of the things, my eyes and my brain are still going to look for the physical side of somebody. That doesn't mean I want you.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I can't remember who. Oh. What's her name?
Yeah, Brene Brown.
Nope.
Usually it's Brene Brown.
Nope. She... Secret Garden? Nope.
She talks about her secret garden?
Nope. What's her name? Dang it. And she's always on my feed. Anyway, it's going to come to me. Hopefully I can find it and then I can put it here for you guys. Hopefully. On her page. So she was talking about the people who are polyamorous, right?
Okay.
Is that the word?
Polyamorous, so they have open relationships.
Right, who have open relationships. And so the thought process behind that is, and I do not want to reference Dr. Umar, but the idea there is similarly how we have different friends, right? I'm going to use friendship. When it comes to the side of you that needs romanticizing. So what I do with you, I don't do with the next friend. What I do with the next friend, I don't do with you. They show up for me in a different way.
Okay.
That, not to say that you are weak or you're not good at it. They just show up in a way that I need them, and vice versa. I show up for that person in a way that they need me.
Yes.
Not to say that they're I love you any less because they're doing it in a way that you're not doing it.
Yes.
And vice versa. So the argument there that she says is, this is what happens in these types of relationship where it's open or it's polyamorous, It's not to say I don't love my original person less or they're not doing it for me, but they're not tapping into that part of me that needs this particular energy versus what I can give to them and vice versa. Da, da, da. So this is why there's people who are okay being in those situations where it's polyamorous. Like, well, like this, like the whole sister wives thing. Mm-hmm. Like the reason why it's not are you human or is it going to be a level of jealousy? Yeah. But because it's not a big issue of jealousy, it's because they know that this person is showing up for this person in this particular way that would not have been done if it was just two people. Am I making sense?
I feel like we saying the exact same thing, but in different ways. And I feel like you just answering the question in a positive way. That as a human, we just gonna look at other people.
Right. It's a human thing to look at other people, but there's people who are okay with it being their family unit dynamic.
So I think that just depends on the person, but as a human, we're going to look at other people. No matter which way you cut this cookie, as a human, we're looking at it. And I think it just depends on who you are as a human, if you think it's okay or not to act upon it. But we're all looking. So I think the question you asked is it cheating or something?
Yeah. Do you think attraction outside marriage is a reflection of a problem in the relationship, or is it just a normal part of being a human?
So we are both saying the same thing. It's a normal part of being a human. There's no problem that's there. I think as a human, we're just going to look. It's natural for us to look. Now, if you are going to act upon it, I think that's when it becomes a different story. I think looking at it, we're all doing it. Whether you admit it or not, we're
right.
All
but then,
doing
what?
It.
Then I think the other part to it is like, okay, what about those people who are in those polyamorous relationships? Like, there's got to be a level of, is the word hurt? Do I want to use hurt? Like,
no, because I know
negligence. Like, think about it. If it's one person centered around. So you have one person that acts as the constant Emily, variable, right? The constant variable.
Emily.
Is that variable? The constant. Sorry.
You have Emily, and Emily is dating Joe, John,
and a Sally.
And Sally.
Right? Just to throw there for kicks, right?
Okay.
Maybe this person can tap into different
things.
Sally is the main person between Emily is the main person.
Emily's the constant.
Emily's the constant. Emily is the one that decides which night she wants to be with what person. That, I'm saying, these things happen, and I'm not an expert on it, so please, by all means, if you are in those positions, tap in. But like, how does that work in terms of making everyone feel no one person is more than the next?
So how do you know that Joe and John, on the nights that they're not with Emily?
I don't. And This is why I'm saying tap in.
So I think that because we come from a monogamous side of this, we won't ever understand. No matter how it's broken down to us, we won't understand because we're both very selfish.
Fair enough.
And we want the person who we want to be with accessible to us at all times.
Right.
And I think it's vice versa. They want to be accessible. They want us to be accessible to them at all times. They're very selfish in that way. The people who are in polyamorous relationships or open relationships, I feel like they don't have that same selfish tendency or
jealousy.
They don't have jealousy. It doesn't work the same way that it works for us. It's different for them. So therefore, I think that you're trying to make A and B fit into this hole. You're trying to make this square peg fit into this circular hole, and it's never going to fit.
Not necessarily. I think I just want to look for comprehension of how
it works.
Not necessarily how it works, but how
everyone feels special. How everyone feels noticed and everyone feels loved.
Correct.
I think they do.
I think that's what my issue in trying to understand is like, how do you know? How do you feel seen?
So I have a friend who's in an open relationship, right? And they both have had at different times in their life a girlfriend and a boyfriend or whoever they're opposite sex people, so whoever the person is attached to them, right? But at the end of the day, even if they spent a weekend with their girlfriend at the time, they're checking in with them. They're talking to them. They're making them still feel seen and heard. Okay. They're still being available for them, even if it's not physically available. Okay. And they've been together for 20-something years.
Oh, wow.
almost 30, I feel like, to be honest. And it's been continuous this way.
Now, are they in a partnership or are they in a marriage?
Marriage.
And I think there's a difference in when I say that, right? Because a partnership is, it's committal, but it's not committal on paper in a way where if you want to walk away, you walk away with
You can.
easily, right? Easier.
A marriage, you got to go get a divorce lawyer.
legal separation and all that other stuff.
It's a whole lot of rigmarole, right?
Yeah.
So no, they're fully married.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Okay.
And they still do it. I love it for them.
Right.
They're very happy.
Listen, I'm not judging. I was just trying to understand, how do you feel seen? That's all I'm asking. So
I think
I'm not coming from a judgmental space. Anyone who's watching this, I just, out of curiosity, like, how do you feel seen?
I think that
and loved?
I think in those types of relationships, communication is your biggest factor. And if you don't have the communication, it's not going to work.
It'll falter.
Correct.
Okay. Fair enough. So, just another statistic here.
I love a good stat.
85 to 90% of couples actually don't cheat.
I'm curious to know how that stat would line up with a divorce.
But most have at least noticed someone else. So the bigger question is, what's the psychological difference
of
that they notice someone but they don't cheat?
It's a lust. It's that lust and desire.
The what if the grass is greener syndrome?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I know what's on my side of my grass. I mow and I water my grass. Okay, I prune my grass. I know what my grass needs.
What did Tyler Perry say? You the 80-20% rule?
I don't know.
You know what your 80% is. You don't know what that 20% is going to be on the outside in the world.
And I'm not beat to find out. So again, Ibrahim, I love you dearly, but I will not date after Ibrahim.
And I said that, so, okay, I think I've been honest and true about, Andre and I had our moments about trying to work through things, right? Because once you reach that 5-year hump, honey,
it's different.
It's different. It's not necessarily on the mark 5 years, but it can be somewhere like 6, 7, 8 in that year mark. Anytime
4.
after.
I just want to put it in the...
Or 4.
I just want to put it...
Yeah.
You went high, so I said to go low.
Right.
You never know.
Anywhere. And anything past around the 5-year mark. And when we were, having a conversation one time, I was like, I just want you to know.
It's how she's
and but this is when I was finding my throat chakra, right? Because he and I, we grew up together, right? And so I was sassy and whatever, but my throat chakra didn't really work with the people that were closest to me. It only worked with strangers. So having my throat chakra used with the people that were closest to me was hard for me because I knew there was a level of judgment that was going to come behind it. And I still have to face them. So there's that
You're
weird feeling, right? But at that point, I was emboldened and my throat chakra was working, honey.
It was wide open.
It's now working still too.
Oh.
With that throat chakra open for everybody, not just him. So I proceed to say,
yes, go ahead.
I proceeded to tell him, I just want you to know, if this doesn't work out, and I know he's probably going to get me for saying this because this is personal, but we're talking about the topic.
We are.
I'm not planning to be with anyone else because I don't got the time or the mental capacity to manage another person.
To then have to make my grass green again? To re-prune my grass?
But
no.
But I think what shocked me is he said the same thing. He goes, yeah, I'm done too.
He said, fuck that.
I don't want to have to learn another person.
I'm not dealing with another person's crazy. I got my crazy.
I know what it is, and I can deal with the crazy that I got.
I like my crazy. I'm not mad at it. Listen, absolutely not.
I get it, right? When you,
especially as we've gotten older and dating has become harder and harder and harder.
It's just you just don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't know what you're gonna get, and social media makes it difficult sometimes because there's no hiding. Before, you could hide a little bit of your crazy, and then it comes out in small doses that you have approved.
No, but social media also hides the crazy too, because you have people who look so pristine.
It does.
And then when you go and you get to meet who they are, you're like, oh,
they live in a whole.
I wasn't ready for that.
They live next door to the crack house. Like, hello, but their house is a mansion. Listen.
You just don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
I mean, listen. You still got blood pumping through you, right?
Your heart beats.
And it's just like what the old ladies say. Because let me tell you something. There was a house and I'm gonna leave you guys on this note. There was a friend's house we would go to, and they had a swimming pool, and they would invite other people there and everything like that. And when he would take his, and that's when I learned he doesn't know how to swim.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was like, how many years in? I just learned. Oh, you don't know how to swim. Anywho,
does he know now?
And so he would go in the pool.
I need you to know how to swim.
But our friend, her godmother, mother, friend, whatever, someone on her side of the family,
I need you to know how
would
to swim.
gawk over Dre.
Love that energy.
And
that's gonna be me when I
my
get older.
friend, right? She was an older woman. My friend thought I was, felt some kind of way, but I was like, no. I was like, she still got blood pumping in her. She sees a young strapping man in front of her with no shirt on. Like, what am I supposed to say?
Have at it, ma'am.
What am I supposed to say? He let him feel uncomfortable because men do it to women all the time.
You know what I'm thinking about, right?
No, what?
When someone touched his beard.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh-wee.
He called me immediately. He was like, honey.
Honey?
Dear.
Literally.
There's this woman, she's drunk, she's belligerent, she's touching my beard.
She's belligerent.
And I was like, so tell her to stop touching your beard. Like, what are you calling me for?
I am currently 25 miles away with my hands deep in your kid's hair.
Oh, that's that night. I don't even remember that night like that.
What do you want me to do? I need you to come.
He was like, and then the part that made it worse, he was, she's a white lady.
So uncomfortable.
He was uncomfortable, but
I mean, to be fair, if someone also touched me, I'd be uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
So that's a fair way to be uncomfortable, but I just cackled. That story
that
has
was funny.
me going.
But I know that he wasn't being disrespectful, and
No.
I can tell he was so uncomfortable because he, like, if a man's uncomfortable, he's not calling his wife to say this is what happened. No. And then his friend, his coworker was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. He was like, I
don't know what happened.
We're trying to tell her to stop, but she's
belligerent.
She's belligerently drunk,
which is hysterical. College game. Belligerent.
So yeah. Listen, if you can and you have that relationship, share the joy in looking at someone together, male or female. He's actually he doesn't do it often, but he does. He did say that. Oh, he's like, oh, that brother looks sharp.
He's nicely built,
right? Oh, he'll say that, like, because that's not encroaching on anything where he has to say pause. That brother looks nice. Or he's got a nice suit on, or he'll compliment something on him.
I love nice suits.
Yeah,
a man in a suit. Ugh.
Or a cologne. He was telling me how someone complimented. Oh, he went to urgent care, and someone complimented on how he smelled, and he was like, "Oh, well, thank you. My wife makes them."
Oh, this was Silver Fox. Yes,
today.
Silver Fox.
Yeah, Silver Fox today.
We'll put a link here for you for Silver Fox. Yeah. We'll make it happen. Okay, thank you.
I'ma look, but don't touch.
Absolutely. Don't touch.
See you next time, Wispies.
Hey, Wispies. Thank you for joining us for another hard-hitting girl talk. If you have a topic or question for us, send us a whisper at info@wineandwhispersclub.com. That's whispers with an S. See you next time, Wispies.